So shout out to the Shake Squad, Noti Gang stand up. You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. And today, 2K just released the new City Sizzle for NBA 2K24 Next Gen PS5. That's on the Series X as well, or the Series S. Let's take a look at it.
Hey yo, I'm like Dr. Strange enhanced, mind controlling plans, not the strongest man out of his stance, control the scene just by waving my hands, diabolical plans, satisfying my maniacal fans, hitting gems all under the sands, pyramids and grands, third eye occupying my mans, piece to QS, them two texts is still on deck, verbal warfare, white collar crimes and sex, teleporting to the next level, spit and shine, it's the next bezel, the war guard and the next devil, broadcasting, catch a live and it's fantastic, like Reed Richards, yeah I'm gonna grab it, get the closest MC a casket, I ain't playing at all, see the world through this crystallized ball, born sorcerer, lyrical spells, built to torture you, lighting dollars up on the stove, this the orchestra. Hey yo, swinging through these scenes of life, I flip the page yo, writing scripts, targeting shit, then hit the stage yo, you ain't even half of my zone, bankroll, from my view, seeing it all, Dr. Strange yo, swinging through these scenes of life.
Every year I do a breakdown on the trailer for the new City in my career mode. Just remember, I always have to change the music because of copyright. If you want to see the original, just check it out on 2K's channel. The first thing that we notice in this trailer is we have a new statue, and it's none other than Kobe Bean Bryant. Yeah, this is Kobe's game. This is a great shout out to Kobe, and I'm glad 2K has finally gone in that direction. This is a foundation piece. Remember I said that because I really have a feeling that 2K24 is ushering in a new era of 2K. New 2K creators, new 2K gameplay, pro play technology. We're just going into the future from here. And just like the Jordan Challenge, it appears that Kobe Bryant gets his own location for the Mamba moments as well. Next, we get an overview of the beach, and you get a chance to see one of two affiliations. Actually, you can see them both, really. But if you look closely, you can see that's the Rise affiliation right there. And on the other side, behind the welcome sign, we can see the Elite affiliation on the other side. And if you look closely, you can see a bridge that leads somewhere. It looks like that's gonna be the new event center moving forward in NBA 2K24. So you're probably gonna have to go over that bridge to get to the new event center. When we look at Rise from this angle, we can see we've got a Kraken fighting Poseidon, and it looks like a whole bunch of crazy stuff is happening. We see sharks in there. It's got a very beachy look to it too with the palm trees. This is definitely giving me those Sunset Beach vibes. Another look at the city at nighttime, and you can see how Rise looks at night. It looks pretty nice to me. In the background, you can also see how Elite lights up as well. Looks like there's a bridge that goes over a river on your way to the Mamba Moments location, so that's pretty cool too. I wonder if that river goes around the whole city. That same location now in daytime, but look further off into the distance, we've got two more locations out there. I don't know if that's just scenery or is that a place that we can end up? Is that part of the storyline for the city or anything like that? Maybe some optional side quests? Because there's two locations. One is domed and one looks like some ancient ruins. Maybe that's more Elite versus Rise. I don't know. I really like this right here. It kind of took me back to Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and you know, just seeing the beach and walking around a bunch of different people. See a lot of guys out there, you know, enjoying themselves. Gives me that Miami vibe for sure. If you notice in the background, this is also the location for the theater too. So if you're going to the theater, you got to pass through the beach. And right outside of the theater, right on the beach, we've got a wide open basketball court with got next spots. This is no affiliation right here. This is just whoever wants to come hoop. If you look closely in the background, we can also see Club 2K back there. So this is a really nice vibe right here, man. This really makes me excited for 2K24. I'm telling you, man, Sunset Beach all over again. Kind of crazy how 2K's really gone with the NPCs, man. They're out there playing volleyball now, just enjoying life. We got the usual people eating on the bench and throwing a football around. And notice the rec center. I know a lot of you guys are just hoping that there's some no squad spots at the rec. I am too. Another angle of the beach basketball court. This looks really good. I'm excited about it. You can see the waves crashing. And yes, there's definitely something out there further into the ocean. So I'm wondering what that's all about. And look, it's our guy Ronnie 2K with the little duck floaty. It's always funny to see him in the game too. And here we have an overlook of the new shopping district. And if you look really closely, you can see Rise there too. So apparently you can buy stuff for your affiliation in this area as well. Yep, to the right we've got Elite, we've got a tattoo parlor, we've got Puma. I see Converse, New Balance, a lot of different places to shop at again. And so I'm not blocking it. You can see Adidas is here as well. And here we have the Art of Shooting. I wonder if this replaces Chris Brickley's location. What if they got Lethal Shooter in the game? I don't know. Hey, wait a minute, that is Lethal Shooter. Shout out to Lethal Shooter for making the trailer and being in the game for NBA 2K24. This is gonna be a fun year. We've got our first look at the arena. It's an overview shot. You can see a lot of people down below. Notice the Mamba Moments location as well. Looks like a snake wrapped around the building. This my player plays for the Lakers, and notice the Lakers blimp flying above. That's crazy. I wonder if that blimp goes over the affiliations, and while you're hooping or standing out there, you see your image on that blimp. 2K always trying to make you feel like you're a star in your own movie in their games. Here's another look of the strip at nighttime. You see the Pro-Am location, and I like how it's like in a straight line, like a circle or whatever. It makes it easier to navigate for sure. Fast forward, this must be a spawn-in location for sure. This has to be. This looks like the perfect spot to spawn in and feel like it's time to hoop. And take a look at this. This is the all-new Starting 5 location. Starting 5 is making its debut in 2K24. It's an online 1v1 head-to-head mode where you'll challenge others using a team made of your My Player and 4 other NBA players. Each game you'll choose a team and slot yourself in the starting lineup alongside some of the NBA's biggest names. The style of play feels like a standard My Career game, but allows you to play online and get in the game quickly by yourself. So essentially you have like a My Career head-to-head matchup. This is really interesting, man. I'm pretty excited about this. Definitely got to get some footage trying this out. Right here we've got our first look at one of the private courts, or maybe a side mission court where you can continue your storyline, maybe continue to get your build up. Definitely some fun to be had over here as well. And wait a minute, is this guy taunting before he began his dribble? There's definitely new taunts while dribbling, but I didn't know you could taunt before the dribble. If you look closely, there's some new earrings in the game, and I like the guy's shirt too. It looks like the Kobe Bryant 2K24 launch shirt. And here we have another overlook of what seems to be another private court. And this one is more my style, like the street court, the graffiti. If you look closely, you can see 2 NPCs with mission quests over their heads. So you notice some kind of storyline going down over here. And yet another court, and this one has more of an Aztec colored vibe to it. Oh man, this is beautiful. Some of these courts look just as good during the daytime as they do at nighttime. Take a look at my man's gold watch and the Season 1 armband. Really looks like 2K stepping up the drip this year for sure. As he dunked the ball, we can see a drone flying by, so drones are definitely coming back. And it was actually one of my favorite modes of transportation in 2K23, so I don't mind having that coming back too. And notice here, after winning the game, the people storm the court, and he's surrounded by a large crowd. That is something that I've talked about for so many years. I wish there was always a crowd, especially during events, because it takes me back to Rucker Park when Kevin Durant showed up, and that real life vibe when you win a game and everybody's on the court with you. So this looks really good. I'm excited to see something like this in the game for sure. I love the color scheme this year, but notice his hair. He's got that gold patch in it, so we definitely getting some more hairstyles or season rewards like that this year for 2K24 as well. We get an overview of Elite. Look at this place. Looks futuristic. It looks crazy, man. I mean, this is pretty impressive to say the least. In 2K24, you're gonna choose your allegiance, Elite versus Rise. You're gonna talk to Chris Manning and Shakedown in the city to learn more about affiliations. So yeah, I'm in the game too. We get our first look at me and Chris Manning interacting with each other in the city. I'm gonna jump in right here and say that it has to be every gamer's dream to one day be presented with the opportunity to be a character in their favorite video game. So yeah, when 2K reached out to me about a chance to be a character in game, a rep for an affiliation, I leaped at that opportunity. And I said this earlier on Twitter today, this morning, that I really hope that this opens the door for a lot of you other amazingly talented creators out there too. You know, see yourself in the game one day, man. I'm having a lot of fun with this. This should be a really fun year. Big shout out to Ronnie2K and Chris Manning for hitting me up and having faith in me, and to all the guys that are in the background that made this all possible, man. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. Take a look at the futuristic intro to the Elite basketball courts. This looks like a WWE entrance right here. I gotta say, Elite courts really remind me of the stage in 2K23 old gen. Gonna be a lot of skilled players over here for sure. This man's got the extra large t-shirt on. If you noticed in this dribble that he did, he actually went between this guy's legs with a nutmeg dribble. So yeah, man, nutmeg dribbles are back. I mentioned that in one of the videos I put up yesterday. Pretty dope to see. Right here, catching a slow motion body. I kind of feel like Elite has that Park After Dark look from like 2K17, if you know what I mean. And now we head over to Rise. And for the record, I'm as surprised as you guys are for the look of these locations. I'd read lines and mocap for this game, but I never got a chance to actually see what they look like. I've had no input on any of the designs here, so this looks really interesting to me. I'm getting excited for the game just like you guys are. So it appears that you walk through a waterfall as you enter into Rise. That's really cool, man. 2K's going all out this year. Another overlook of the Rise courts. This is the affiliation that I'll be representing. And again, just a rep, just a character in the game, ushering you guys on. Choose wherever you want to go, have a good time, but I'm telling you, this should be a fun year. This definitely is giving me that more beachy vibe as well. So from this angle, you can see that the tentacles of the Kraken are going over the court, and we've got a seahorse holding the backboard up. Is that a painting or is that an aquarium along this wall here? That's kind of crazy. I'm kind of wondering now. This might be nicer than I thought. When we head back to the shopping district, we've got Dick's Sporting Goods now in the game. And at the bottom left, we've got Jake from State Farm. He's got that NPC side quest thing over his head. So he's back in the game for more as well. So right here, we're going to jump into the courtside report and see what else is popping in the new city for 2K24. The beachfront is where you're going to find the Pro-Am, the Rec Center, the Ante-Up, the theater, Club 2K, and of course, the new starting 5 buildings. Streetball has its own progression system, and you have the chance to earn game-changing takeover perks, which can set your My Player apart from the opposition in the city. Here's my tip: make one build, complete that side quest, and get those takeover perks first before you create another build. You can go straight to the park if you want, have a good time, but just don't make a whole bunch of other builds. Use that first build, get those takeover perks first, because if they transfer to your other builds, last thing you want to do is make a new build or a bunch of new builds, put a lot of money into them, and then you have to do that whole quest again to get those perks all over again. In 2K24, you'll have to maintain your spot in the top 10. Earning a coveted spot in the top 10 will grant you a special logo and rewards, only available to the top 10 players with the most rep. If you take your foot off the gas and lose your drive, someone's sure to take your place. And with it, all of your special rewards and top 10 title. So that's it, man. In 2K24, you're not just grinding to be legend anymore like 2K23. You're grinding to maintain your spot among the top 10. So let me know what you guys think of that in the comment section below. What do you guys think of the new city, the 2 new affiliations? Lots of new things to look forward to. As always, man, I'm extremely thankful that 2K gave me this opportunity. And obviously, I could never have been there without you guys supporting me all these years. It's your boy Shake as always. Smack that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.